What is up, guys? CK here. Welcome back to Valley Boys Digimon TCG. Again, we got more locals match from the same night that I got destroyed by that Bloom Hydra in the last video. Hopefully this one goes a little more better. I am running, of course, Aegisdramon, as I just said, and I'm going against a Mastemon. So I start off with the Bukamon to Crabmon to Tobiomon. This is probably the perfect line to start off with this deck. That's kind of what you want. Opponent has Demimera to a Gazimon, which could be a problem because Gazimon's going to negate my Bukamon inherited effect. And then he plays the TK to get a Gatomon from security and pull it to hand. So we got 3, which is perfect for us. Now we can go straight into our Mega Aegisdramon. And then we're free to go ahead and swing in, play out that Crabmon to give Mega Aegisdramon jamming, so we don't have to worry about it. Still gain the memory from Bukamon because Gazimon is still in raising. We can add another Digimon underneath thanks to Crabmon's effects. I believe it has to be level 5 or lower. So we're just trying to decide which Digimon to tuck underneath. A Quadramon underneath. We get 1 check with jamming, hit the Magnangemon. And then we decide to go with the Davis, get a little bit of search, pull the Crabmon. Now we have a memory tamer, which will enable us to do a lot of things going forward. So they push out, get the Gazimon out there, which will stop me from gaining memory from my Bukamon for any future spams. And he plays a reinforcing memory boost. Interesting choice. And yep, we know Chaos Eggs at the top of security, so we got to figure out how to play around that. So it looks like the best thing to do is probably just start building in the back for the next turn because we're gonna lose something from the board. So we'll go from Crabmon into Aegisdramon and raising 1 memory. We're deciding what to play. Going to Tobio for 1 over the Crabmon. Now we can swing again with Mega Aegisdramon. Now Mega Aegisdramon says I can play it from one of my sources. It doesn't have to be his source. So that's why Tobiomon comes in clutch. We get jamming again. We get to tuck something underneath again if we want to. Of course, we hit that Chaos Degradation, which we knew was there. Now, I don't know why I didn't give jamming to the Tobiomon. That was my big mistake. We knew he was going to go throw the Mega Aegisdramon away. Tobiomon can still swing. It does swing, but for some reason I gave jamming to Mega Aegisdramon, and now Tobio's dead because we hit the Anjiwamon, and we go into Mega Aegisdramon and raising. So we're set up pretty nicely. We got some good chip damage. We still got some small board presence. Deck got to do what it wants to do. We do have a Davis. He hits the reinforced memory boost to go up to 6. Drops that Gatomon. That's such a key component in this. As you saw in my first video against a Mastemon. Keeps himself at 1. Now he can go into... Oh no, he just plays another Gatomon and puts me at 4. Grabbing himself yet another Gatomon. I guess he's seen all his Gatomons, missing a lot of pieces here. So, push up. We have a Crabmon underneath, so that's probably the best play to go about this. With that Crabmon underneath, it's probably best to just go ahead and swing with Mega Aegisdramon here. So we swing, play out the Crabmon, which will let us, of course, tuck in another. So I believe we tuck in we tuck in the Metal Aegisdramon. So this is where we go for the big play. We swing, we have jamming so we don't die to the chaos mode. Go into Plesio, who will then let me play out the Aegisdramon, which will unsuspend and give myself blocking. So I can put blocker on any one of my Digimon. And since it came out from the sources, it unsuspends Plesio. So Plesio can go for another swing. We still have jamming. Well, we really have to think it through because there is removal options in security with this deck. I think we play it safe and we go ahead and just go into the Aegisdramon, who will let me play out the Metal Aegisdramon, who on play bounces 2 level 4s or lower back to hand. I feel like the Gatomons were the biggest threat, so we went and bounced them away, left the Gazi on board. He has his 3. So as you can see, board presence got crazy. And then another effect there, when he plays a Digimon, I get to trigger Aegisdramon's effect again, giving me another Metal Aegisdramon for my sources. And now you can see we are going very wide. So really we should be safe to swing in. We're swinging in with the little Crabmon, he gets that. Aegisdramon hits the Sword Defeat, and then Metal Aegisdramon for game. And we had plenty of checks still to go. So you can see that was an awesome turn for the Aegisdramon, performed really well. So we're here in game 2. We hatch a Bukamon, go into Gomamon, and then drop the Sora and Joe to pass turn and give our opponent the 4 to start off with. So opponent hatches, puts a Psychmon, and then starts off with a TK. The early TK is what you want to do, especially with this mixed color deck, because you don't want to accidentally hit something like your last security being a purple only card, playing the TK late, and then you basically get rid of your only security. So he gets the Magna, recovers one, and then of course has to shuffle it. And then plays the Magna to recover one at the end of that. And then the Soren Jogs give me 2. So now I have a bunch of memory to work with. I'm at 9 memory. So I decide to leave in raising, hard play the Piranhamon, hard play the Crabmon to give Piranhamon jamming, swing in with jamming, and it's Chaos Dag, which will turn the Crabmon to the bottom. I guess I was missing level 4. And then we just hard play the Madoki Betamon to make sure he doesn't have any sort of other memory gains in this turn. So opponent decides to swing in with Psychmon, hits the Plesio, dies. Has to draw one and then trash the Chaos Mode. Swings in and survives, hits an Aegisdramon, and then plays that classic Gatomon to get his search on. He's got a few options. Takes the Gato, and of course, Death X. Death X is going to be a big problem for me because it is a hard counter to my wide board style play here. So clearly I'm missing level 4s. I leave Gomamon back there, go into Plesio, swing over his Magna Anchamon, and then decide to swing in with Madoki up, and another Chaos Dag, saying goodbye to Plesio. I was gonna plan for I believe I was gonna go for the Aegisdramon play to go wide, but didn't work, and then I think I just end up passing turn. So opponent decides just to Digivolve into the Lady Devimon. Cost of 1. Trashing to reveal. Gets the Mastemon. He decides to play the Hell Scythe, killing my Madoki, playing the Magna to recover, and then end of turn effect, go into Mastemon, who will then let him put into security, play out that Lucemon, and pop my Tamer. Now this is a huge tempo swing. It is heavily in his favor, and I am still, looks like I'm still breaking on that level 4. Decided to just go ahead and go in, hit the reinforced memory boost. So let's just drop another Madoki so he can't play it. I think, yep, and I just have to pass turn again. I really don't have any good plays to do at this point. Swings in with Chaos, hits Rookie. Decides to swing with Mastemon, gets me a memory boost, which is nice. And then plays another Gatomon, gets 2 hits off of that. Or only 1 hit. Alright, now we got another Gomamon and raising. Got 2 memory plus the boost to work with. We swing with Gomamon. Hit a Lucemon. Go to the trash. Trash to get 4, so that way I can hit the Davis. Hopefully draw something. Oh, finally see a level 4. We got the Aegisdramon. Best thing to do is just put it in raising and pass him turn. It looks like he missed the TK. Just put him at 3. Looks like we both missed that. He should have been at 3, so that Evo was for 1, which would have let him still be at 2 memory. Swings Lady Debbie, swings the Lucis, swings the Maste, and then just plays another TK, putting me at 3. So I guess the missed memory, probably that 1 memory off, probably did make a huge difference. Gets the Lady to hand, go into the Aegisdramon, swing, play out the Gomamon, which will gain a memory and draw 2 cards. Hitting a Flame Hell Scythe, just confirming what he can do. He chooses to pop the Madoki and play the Gato. And with really no plays in hand, I think I just decide just to drop something on the board. I think I play the Cordramon here to draw 2, and this is pretty much game. I have no way to block him. So it didn't go our way, but he's going to swing there for game, and we're just going to go head on to game 3, and I'm going to hope for more of what I did in game 1. The bricking on level 4s did not help my situation. You need your pieces to get up that ladder. So he's starting off, he gets that Aegisdramon, which is going to counter me, and then just plays a purple memory boost. And he's got a couple options, remind him that it's 4. And oof, you want to talk about bricks, look at this. 4 level 6s and 1 level 3. That is going to be very, very hard to play out of, but let's see what we can do. So opponent chooses one of the Elecmons and puts the rest at the bottom. And now I am at turn. Buka to Madoki. I top deck a Tobio, so that's nice. And then I have no choice but to basically hard play the Crabmon, which feels bad because his on play gives jamming, but there's no one to give jamming to. So he puts out the Aegisdramon. I leave him at 1. He does have that boost that he played the last turn, so if he wants to go up, he can. Yep, there we go. He pops it, gets him a 3 memory, and then drops the Elecmon to choke me right back. Good play there, good counter. Since it looks like I still don't have the level 5, or I'm thinking about it, I stay in raising, swing the Crabmon, Calm from Darkness just goes to hand, and decide to Digivolve for 1 to Tobiomon to get a little more cycle, and it looks like I think I finally get the level 5. Oh, it's a Piranhamon, giving him 3 memory. He decides to swing at security with Aegisdramon, I guess to get the draw 1, trash 1 from Demimeramon. Trashing a Mastemon, interesting choice. I Digivolve to Tobiomon to force him to Evo, that way the Elecmon can't do its effect to pop a level 3. Can't pop me now that I'm level 4. He plays a purple memory boost. Looks like grabs another Aegisdramon back. And then plays the Aegisdramon, putting me at turn so that I can't use my Bukamon effect. Now I can't gain memory from Bukamon. So we'll go into the Plesio. Let me play out the... trying to decide what's the best thing to play out. I guess Madoki makes the most sense. That way he can't play that purple boost. But I'm still thinking about it and realizing I can play the Crabmon out instead to give myself jamming. Now I miss a trigger here. I'm resolving Plesio's effect to tuck under, and you'll see I'll tuck under a Metal Aegisdramon, but playing out that Crabmon also lets me tuck in a level 5 or lower as well under one of my Digimon. So I missed that trigger, but as you can tell, I got the Metal Aegisdramon under. We go into Aegis, we play the Metal Aegisdramon, we bounce the board. That's the big play. I think that's the better play than playing out the Madoki, although I guess it doesn't make a difference since I didn't trigger Crabmon's effect and I didn't swing with jamming, but we go wide, we control the board, we have a really good board state at this point. Now my opponent's kind of on the ropes, so he's going to have to pop the purple mem boost, and he drops an Anjuwomon to put -2 security on my Aegisdramon. Now Aegisdramon has the effect when an opponent plays Digimon, you can reactivate your when Digivolving effect, which is to play out a Digimon from the source. So I played out the Piranhamon because Plesio Inherited says when you play a Digimon from source, bounce one of your opponent's Digimon of the same level. Not lower, just exact same level. So I had to bounce the 5 with a 5. He just replays that Anjuwomon to put -2 security on my Aegisdramon, but Aegisdramon isn't once per turn, so I gained 2 Digimon to my board even though I have 2 with negative security, and he spent 12 memory to do that. So my board state is looking pretty wide here. Unfortunately I can't swing certain Digimon, or I have negative security, but I have enough Digimon on board that I could do some interesting things. So we get a Tobio, another Tobio I should say, and then we Digivolve into Plesio, which will let me play out something from source. So we'll play out again the Crabmon. That Crabmon will give jamming to, I believe I decide to give it to one of my Tobio, or maybe I just give it to Plesio. Tobio swings in, Death X dead. Another Tobio swings in. That should come into play. I believe Meiku comes in from security. We'll swing the last Tobio. Zord Defeat comes in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Meiku was supposed to come in. Either way, I don't think it affects the outcome. We gain a memory. So we're at 3 memory here. We Digivolve to Aegisdramon, which will let me bounce the Anjuwon back to hand and pass him to 1 memory. As you see, we have a commanding board state here. Even if he had that Meikumon in, he decides to do the Calling from Darkness to bring the Death X, which is interesting. I would have probably swung with the defeat and then used Calling from Darkness on the defeat. This way, if defeat gets popped, he can pop something off of my board and can kind of control my board there. He swings afterwards and then decides to just hard drop that Death X, which will, just for 2, a 2 cost Death X. That's pretty broken, but as you see, he clears a few of my Digimon, but not enough. They're all either no sources underneath or just too big. We hit a Flame Hell Scythe, which can pop the Gomamon, but at this point it's too little too late. My board state's too wide. He can't do anything about it, so Aegisdramon was able to come back in clutch. That's the game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one.